video on greatest common factor and least common multiple, and it's how to spot those in word problems and how to use either the GCF or the LCM to get the answer to a word problem. And the first thing you need to know is what words in word problems are associated with these two different operations or problem-solving methods. This is least common multiple, so you might see the word least, or again, or next, or smallest. And the way you find this is to list the multiples, and as the numbers get bigger, they're going to match up, and where they match is a bigger number than they started with, but it's the least. It goes with the least. So think about whenever you're asked the least, you're actually going to find a number bigger than the two numbers that you start with in the problem. Greatest common factor is greatest, most, thickest, biggest, any combination of that. And you've got the two numbers, and factor means to factor them out. And so you find all the factors of those numbers, and you find the greatest one in the list. Now, this is where it's misleading. This is greatest, but the number, the answer, the factor is going to be smaller than the two numbers that you start out with. So it's opposite. You're looking for the least, you're going to find the biggest, you're looking, or bigger, and you're looking for the greatest, and you're going to find a smaller number than what you start with. So it's opposite. So just think about that. And always think, is it making sense, the answer that I'm getting? For instance, with this, it says, Mai has 15 oranges, 9 peaches, and 18 pears. She wants to put all the fruit into decorative baskets. Each basket must have the same number of pieces of fruit in it. Without mixing fruits, what is the greatest number of pieces of fruit Mai can put in each basket? Well, can she put more than 18? No, because it's the most that she has. Can she put more than 9? No. Can she put more than 15? No. So it's got to be a number smaller than those numbers. So greatest says greatest common factor. So I'm finding it of 15, 9, and 18. And I do my factors, 1 and 15, 3 and 5, 1, 3, 9, 1 and 2 and 3 and 6. And I wouldn't expect you to do it this fast. I'm just making a fast video as a star review. But of course, to take your time and find all the factors, and then find the greatest factor that's in any one of these lists. And it looks like it's going to be 3. So 3 is the number of pieces of fruit Mai can put in each basket. The high school marching band rehearses with either 6 or 10 members in every line. What is the least number of people that can be in the marching band? So they have either 6 or 10, and least says least common multiple, so it's my multiples. And so the least common multiple is going to be a number bigger than either one that I started with. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and then I could keep going, but let's start with the 10s, 10, 20, 30. So 30, because I'm not going to have a marching band with less than 6 members. I'm not going to have a marching band with less than 10 members. So it makes sense that my answer is bigger than the two things I started out with. So the answer is 30. So if you compare the two problems, this, the word said greatest. This, the word said least. And this, the answer was bigger than the numbers. And this, the answer was smaller than the numbers, right? Because it was 3 here, so that's smaller than all these numbers. And here it was 30, and that's bigger than these two numbers. So make sure that you understand that it's the opposite. You're not looking for the biggest number always. Okay, you're also going to be given questions where they're going to tell you in multiples that things are in packages, and you want to find out how many packages you have to get an equal number of something. So in this, it says there are 16 hot dogs, and 12 buns in each pack. And she's going to order hot dogs and buns for lunches next week. She needs to know how many packages to order so that she'll have the equal number. What is the least number of packs of hot dogs and hot dog buns she could order and for that? So if I've got 16 and 12, and the question is the least number, so that's LCM, and so the number of hot dogs and number of buns is going to be bigger than these, because this is what they come in. So 16, 32, 48, and then 12, 24, 36, and 48. So 48 is my number, but it asks for packages. This is the only thing that gets kind of weird. So this is one package, this is two packages, this is three packages. So it's 3 packages of hot dogs. And this is 1 package, 2 package, 3 package, 4 package of buns. So that's what I need. The least number is 3 packages of hot dogs and 4 packages of buns. So this is one, it says trolleys to the water park run every 7 minutes and to the amusement park every 9 minutes. Both trolleys leave at 9 a.m. for their first run. At what time will they run at the same time again? The key word is again. So they're starting and they're running and they're going to catch up at some point. And so we have to look at the next time. Next means it's not going to be minutes less than 7 or minutes less than 9. It's got to be greater. So we've got 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, and I think it's going to go all the way to 63. And then 9 will go all the way, all my multiples, to 63. So that's really 1 hour and 3 minutes, because 60 minutes in an hour. So they leave at 9, so they'll run, if I add another hour, that's 10 and 3 minutes. That's 63 minutes after 9, so they'll run at the same time again. And the last one that we're going to look at, this is a typical type question. It says, during its opening celebration, an electronics store gave every 8th customer a free CD. Do they give those away anymore? Every 12th customer a free DVD, and every 15th customer a free gift card. So which customer was the first to receive all 3 free gifts? So it's not going to be a customer less than 8. It's not going to be a customer less than 12. It's going to be something greater than that. So we have 8 and 12 and 15. And so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there from here. So 60 would get both the DVD and the gift card, but I don't know. 8 wouldn't get that. Okay, after lots of work and lots of numbers, 8, 12, and 15 come together at 120. And then to find out how many groups of customers, how many customers got all of them out of the first 1,000, you would do your multiples of 120. So it would be 120, number 120, number 240, number 360, number 480, number 600, number 720, number 840, number 960, and so there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. So 8 people would be lucky winners and get all 3. But really, the question is going to be, if these 3 things, if someone's winning or getting or gifting these 3 things this often, when will the person get all 3? and that's what you'll need to know. So this has been the video on LCM and GCF and word problems, and tomorrow you'll get more experience solving these problems and making sure that your answers are correct.